5,500 should be happening in the next couple of weeks. But by the end of the year, I think it should be closer to 10 to 12,000 for ETH. But it's because
something strange is going on with Ethereum. Just in, BlackRock buys $20,000 worth of Ethereum, almost 90 million. In fact, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF just overtook the amount of Bitcoin both Coinbase and Binance holds. BlackRock's Ethereum ETF may be next, especially when you see how quickly BlackRock is buying Ethereum. BlackRock has accumulated over 2.26 million Ethereum since May. This is truly extraordinary. And yes, I understand that BlackRock isn't buying the Ethereum for Larry Fink's coffers. BlackRock is buying Ethereum based on its clients. But guess who's selling Ethereum to their clients?
A reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a dip going into September, but in my opinion, all dips are buying opportunities, especially with this bullish market structure bill about to be passed. This is amazing. Artist Big Sean, this is a big musical rap artist, plenty of hits. He went on a rant last night telling his whole audience to buy 3 coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I can't quite tell the third one he says, but just listen to this. This is so bullish.
Crypto, and if it is one time that I'm gonna say this is not, you're not too late. Invest in crypto right now. Tonight if you can, like do that shit tonight. You're gonna get a return from it. You know, Bitcoin is a good one, Ethereum. What's the other one you said? Ripple. Invest in that shit. I'm telling y'all right now, this is a quick flip. Do it tonight. It's about to go up. You know, I think it's about to go up. It's not like I got no insider information. I think it's about to go up. But look, man.
Now, yes, this could be a local top signal. But like I said, volatility is opportunity. Dips are normal in bull markets. Attention crypto traders, start trading on WEEX crypto exchange. You can have an account on more than one exchange and start earning big bonuses. You can claim up to $10,000 fairly quickly. Check out the details. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Ethereum is going so much higher. Ethereum ETF accumulation is quickly catching up with Bitcoin. Big signal that utility season is coming. And you can see that Ethereum ETFs own 5% of the current ETH supply. Bitcoin ETFs own about 6% of the current Bitcoin supply, so Ethereum quickly being bought up. Wall Street is buying Ethereum up. According to Jan van Eck, the CEO and founder of Van Eck, one of the ETF issuers, he says Ethereum is Wall Street token. Wall Street is supporting Ethereum.
Let's talk about the big run-up in crypto recently. Obviously, Bitcoin hit a brand new record a couple of weeks ago, more than 125,000, but Ether has suddenly reared its head and hit new records. Tell me about your Ether ETF. What's in it, and why is it doing so well?
Right, so it's very much what I call the Wall Street token. And what I mean by that is, if you think that because of stable coins now, every bank, and they are, and every financial services company has to have a way of taking in stable coins. If I want to send you stable coins, your bank has to figure it out, or you will find some other institution to do that. So the winner is who's going to be building on these blockchains. It's going to be some Ethereum or something that uses Ethereum's kind of methodology, which is called EVM. And so that's why ETH is because the Wall Street CTO is going to turn around saying, what the hell is this stuff? When am I going to build on? And it's going to be Ethereum.
Let's take 30 seconds and feature partner of the channel, Tangem. Tangem is a cold wallet that you can wear as a card or even a smart ring. NFC chip inside, 25-year warranty, water and X-ray resistant. It's not just tech, it's your own bank on your finger or in your wallet. You retain full ownership of your crypto with style and manage your crypto on the go, a wallet that's always by your side, always with you. Grab yours now, 10% off using our link below or code altcoin. And so many public treasury companies continue to buy Ethereum, with Tom Lee's Bitmine being the #1 biggest holder of Ethereum. But almost all of these companies say they want to be #1 or they're going to all keep accumulating Ethereum. Just 6 months ago, it seemed like everybody hated Ethereum, it seemed like. not us. We told you to buy Ethereum at the lowest of the lows. Subscribe to Altcoin Daily for daily content, keeping you informed on everything going on in crypto. Subscribe right now and turn on notifications. 6 months ago, Ethereum treasuries weren't even a thing. Today, they hold over 3.3 million Ethereum worth 14.5 billion. That's 2.75% of all ETH in existence that's locked up. The Ethereum supply squeeze is real. And like I said, almost all of these companies are just going to continue buying as much Ethereum as possible. ETHZilla Corporation, they just put out a document today, their bull case for Ethereum. You should really pause the screen and read this. And this is what so many people on Wall Street are realizing. ETH is digital oil, powering the base layer for the global financial system and the broader digital economy. Ethereum, along with its native asset ETH, is entering its renaissance, creating a compelling opportunity for forward-thinking investors. So I'm not surprised that Tom Lee or anybody else is trying to accumulate as much Ethereum as possible. Tom Lee has just acquired almost 10 billion Ethereum over just the past 50 days, over 1.7 million ETH, 1.4% of the ETH supply. If Tom gets to his 5% target and ETH goes above $12,000, Bitmine would be larger than MicroStrategy. Bitmine would be larger than MicroStrategy if this happens. And Tom Lee is betting that a 10,000 to 12,000 Ethereum by year end happens. Tom Lee says Ethereum should hit 5.5 thousand in the next couple weeks and 10K ETH or 12K ETH, maybe even 16K ETH, I've heard him say in other interviews, by the end of the year. Listen to this.
Price targets for end of year for Ethereum and the S&P 500 and your logic for those two.
Yeah, I think Ethereum, in the near term, 5,500 should be happening in the next couple weeks. But by the end of the year, I think it should be closer to 10 to 12,000 for ETH. But it's because, most of the move in crypto does come in the fourth quarter. So if you're up 35% year to date, well, if you're going to be up 200%, it's going to all happen in the next few months. And for the S&P, if the Fed follows through and begins to cut, which is our expectation, and then we get a drop in mortgage rates and the ISM turning up, and therefore financials really begin to participate, I think that's why we get to 6,800 or so on the S&P. So still a lot of upside. Of course, as you know, September is the month everyone's going to be worried about. So that's a month where you might get a pullback, but you need to be buying that dip.
So the seasonal weakness in September, you would say, would just be another opportunity.
Yes, that's right. And, as you know, every pullback, everyone has been ringing the bell saying it's the top. That has always been a dip buying opportunity since 2022. So I just say keep that in mind, that you really should be buying a dip.
I'm still expecting Bitcoin to hit $150,000 this year at least. This analyst says Bitcoin can quickly hit 160K by Christmas. Because when you look at history, Q4 is always when the biggest gains happen for Bitcoin and crypto. So many altcoin ETFs are about to enter the market. They will coincide perfectly with the market structure bill getting passed. If you're still bullish on Chainlink, write link in the comments. I want to see if Chainlink even still has the big community like it once had. I'm still bullish on Chainlink personally, but are people still? I'm rambling. The point is, you should get bullish on Chainlink because of this and so many altcoins that Wall Street is embracing. Donald Trump and Trump Media firm is embracing Crypto.com's Crow token, raising $6.4 billion to invest in the Crow token. It's pretty interesting what's going on with crypto in the US right now. My name is Aaron at Altcoin Daily. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. I'm very bullish going into the next 6 months. I'm a buyer of Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, AVAX, Borg token, Coty, Supra, a lot of quality coins I'm holding, and I just think, everything is lining up for a very violent, explosive Q4.